What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the FUT Draft Champions. Today is episode 4. If you missed the first 3 episodes, I have made a playlist on the channel for you guys to go and check out. And of course, if you're enjoying this series and you wouldn't want to mind throwing a thumbs up on the video, that would be very much appreciated. Let's try and smash 5,000 likes today. That would be great. Now, as you can see on the screen, we have so far entered before today's draft 3 times. We have 7 wins and 2 losses, at a total cost of 45,000 coins. We have earned 100,000 coins worth of packs, but of course we have spent 45k, so we have a net return of 55,000 coins worth of packs. And we are now in FUT Champs Silver 3 territory, 7 and 2. Honestly, it's not too far off what I'd be in FUT Champs anyway. So one great thing that got announced, or not announced, but kind of brought to my attention from the last video, from the last episode, was that whilst we're also taking into consideration the benefits of getting FUT Rivals packs due to FUT Champs points, we also have to take into consideration then as well, taking everything into consideration from cosine squared. He says, remember that you have to take squad fitness cards into consideration as well, since they're about 1,000 a pop. It's 30k right off the bat. If you're fitness card per game kind of person, it's probably safe to assume one every other game. So a flat 15k off the top of weekend league rewards for 1 free draft entry. So we do have to take into consideration the fact that you don't have to buy fitness cards in draft, and you do have to buy fitness cards unless you run 2 squads, which I don't know if people would do. And that puts us up to Silver 3, guys. So in Silver 3, we would get a couple of 15k packs and a 25k pack and 10,000 coins. So altogether a fair bit there, but we're still well ahead at the current stage in terms of packs for drafts. So that's where we're at right now. Let's get into today's draft. Much better formations. I did enjoy the 4-3-1-2 when I used it. I might go back to it. I might use wingers. I don't know what I want to use. Let's go for the 4-3-1-2. I did enjoy the 4-3-1-2 when I used it previously. So let's go back to that. Hopefully today, guys, we can get a good draft. I've been like, I don't want to say shafted because my drafts have been okay, but I'm not getting like great squads. I'm getting lots of good players, but not great squads. Now here, I'm going to take Ben Yedder here because A, he's French, so he links to a lot of players, and B, he has that 5-star weak foot, which is fantastic and can be heavily utilised. But I would love to see Cristiano Ronaldo. That's what I wanted, guys. Team of the Year Ronaldo. Hopefully we can use and abuse him to our advantage to try and get ourselves some... Oh, man, fantastic. I'm going to take Luka Modric. I guess we go for La Liga / Serie A theme right now. And we'll take Vas on that La Liga theme there. Or do we take Alan and get Ronaldo 1? No, Ronaldo on 4 chem, 5 chem is more than okay. Absolutely more than okay. Even if we just popped him up there by himself, that would be great. Not that I think we're going to have to, because if we take Ivan Rakitic, strong links to Luka Modric. Luka Modric up in cam is going to be really nice. Obviously a brilliant cam with the shooting, the passing, the dribbling. This is more like it, guys. 2 team of the years so far. If I could get a 3rd or a 4th, ooh, do I take Alexandro and see if we can get a Juve midfielder? Pjanic pops a lot, Chan pops a bit, Khedira pops a bit, and go for that Juve link down the left-hand side, or do I go for Grimaldo, who is a good card with the with good stats, 4-star skill moves as well. Grimaldo has more pace and dribbling, more passing and shooting, more defending, way less physical. It would be a risk to take Grimaldo. I think it's a risk I want to take. I think it's one, I'm hoping for a Sergio Ramos Team of the Year or a Spanish defender at all. No, but we do get Murillo, which is great because he's strong links to Vas, which is very nice. I want to upgrade some of these players, but it's been a good start. It's definitely been the best start that we've had, and we're going to take that PK card as well because now we do get the Spanish link there, and we get up to 70 chemistry, and that is brilliant. With Christian Eriksen also getting a soft link, I'm liking this draft. This is turning out to be a very strong draft. Ooh, now we've got some real choices. Do we take Serge Aurier, who would get 10 chem and would get Eriksen up to 8 chem? Or Do we take Danny Carvajal and go for that full La Liga? I think we're going to have to go for that full La Liga, aren't we? Anchor Chem style on Carvajal is nice. Or do we take Calabria and again look for a Serie A midfielder, which is likely to happen, actually? Do you know what? I'm going to take Calabria. We're going to take the two fullbacks from the new FUT start. Give me a good goalkeeper, please. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God damn it. Bunu. Who knew? Bunu. He's 6'4", to be fair. It's not the worst thing in the world. I need a better goalkeeper, hands down here. Give me David De Gea, please, game. Asenjo is the one. Let's go. Much better goalkeeper. We now need a Serie A centre mid, and I think we're in a great spot. A couple of good upgrades on the La Liga players as well. Interesting. Felipe Luis obviously is brilliant for chemistry. Grimaldo can come on as a sub. Let's take Felipe Luis. He only gave us a 3 chem boost. So it's actually CR7 that's causing a few of the issues here, isn't it? Oh, fantastic. 3 Team of the Year players. Let's go. Rafael Varane popping in there. I love that. This team, if we could get a midfielder, like a good Team of the Year midfielder or just a good midfielder, that would be amazing. We get nothing that we can utilise out of that. Come on, EA. Give me some more of those blues. Well, I mean, theoretically, it is a blue in Fekir. We're going to take Lucas Leiva. He is going to give us... I should have taken Valero, really, shouldn't I? Because we're going to soft link to PK. If we now switch those around, that takes us up to 96 chemistry, guys. Ben Yedder 7, Ronaldo 7, the right back 7, and the right centre mid 7. Everybody else, 9s and 10s, with just a manager would get us up there. And we're looking like we could potentially get our first ever 190. And with someone like Karim Benzema, we could, because he will get the strong link from Modric, which will give us the chem. That puts us up to 99 chemistry, 88 rated. I need some big pulls here to get a 190. Mahrez is oh, fantastic. It's not... I mean, I know Emre Can would be pretty spectacular, right? Neymar for this rating is going to be where we're at. If I can get my first ever 190, I would be delighted. Oh, Eden Hazard, thank you very much, EA. We got 4 more picks, just 85 pluses. It's not happening, is it? It's not happening. We'll take the 80 rated. If we put Hazard on the bench for him and Nolito on the bench for Bunu, we are 90 rated. Guys, I mean, doesn't that actually... That already guarantees me a 190 because we've already got the rating and I've already taken the full bench. So regardless of what happens with the rest of this draft, and I've got a couple of low bench players here, regardless of what happens, we're guaranteed a 190 so long as I can get 1 chemistry point. So a La Liga manager, an Italian manager, a Brazilian manager, a Portuguese manager, or a Serie A manager would be more than enough to get me where I need to go. And we've got 3 more picks. I might get my first 191 here. Just kidding. That's not happening at all. Who's the highest rated here? 78. Doesn't really matter. 2 more picks, EA. Come on, give me... There we go. That's more like it. Oh, just kidding on that one as well. We'll take Mario Balotelli, 83 rated for the 80 rated Nolito. It's not going to be enough to get us up to a 1-9. I'm going to need another Team of the Year card here, or a big card, and we're not going to get it. However, this is... We're actually getting an alright card there. This is my highest rated draft ever. It is a 190 so long as I get a manager. If this... I swear to God, guys, if this doesn't give me a manager... Wait, can we actually get... Oh, there you go. We could get... There you go. We can get the 190 regardless. So this is now officially my highest rated draft. Do I start Ben Yedder in just to make sure that we get it? So that it's like an official 190? Yes, I do. I want to make sure. I want to make very, very sure. Well, we got the Portuguese manager, which was what we needed to get Ronaldo to help us. And that is, in fact, all we got. What did we need? We needed Italian, Brazilian, Portuguese, La Liga, which we didn't get. Hey, I'll take it. We'll take the Portuguese manager. And there you go, guys. Our very, very first 190. Look at that. That's amazing. Team of the Year Ronaldo, Team of the Year Modric, Team of the Year Varane. Our first 190 draft. Spectacular. I know the biggest draft is 192, but we'll work towards that. And now with how good this squad is, because we're still up at a 190 there with Ronaldo, we've got some great options here. The options we've got are, first and foremost, straight away, bringing on someone like Hazard or Neymar and popping Modric into the centre midfield instead of Vass, getting Vass off and getting Neymar in that cam role. I think that's going to be quite important. Also, we can bring Grimaldo onto the midfield. He's got really good passing, really good dribbling, good defending, decent stamina and great pace. Bringing him on as a centre midfielder, or alternatively putting Felipe Luis as a centre midfielder. His passing not the greatest, but he does have the Catalyst Chem style, so he gets a nice pace boost, good defending and stamina again. Good reactions and ball control. He actually goes up to 88 short pass and 87 vision. I think Felipe Luis in that centre midfield role with his, well, he has high medium, but he's 6 foot. We got options there. Or we could bring Christian Eriksen into the midfield, who obviously would be amazing in the centre of the park with the 5-star weak foot as well. I don't mind Rakitic at all. I think Rakitic is absolutely fantastic for us. Good stamina, good shooting, a little slow, so it would be good to get some pace in that midfield. So, yeah, I think maybe Grimaldo on, Felipe Luis in, Vass out. Neymar on for Lucas Leiva. Modric down into that centre midfield role. Neymar up to that cam role. And then our final sub will be Eden Hazard for Karim Benzema as and when we need him. This, guys, is an absolutely phenomenal draft. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent has a 73 chemistry team, but quite a good team. Team of the Year Marcelo and Modric, Lewandowski, Paul Pogba, Mbappe, Mane, Lloris and DeMarcos in there at right back. And I did look at this team and I thought, yeah, we should be okay in this game. And things started off great for us. A dominant first half. We get through with Cristiano Ronaldo here. He gets into the box, evades a couple of tackles, finds a space, heel-to-heel flicks pass and slams that one past the goalkeeper in spectacular fashion. And it was just before half-time that I made it 2-0. Ronaldo with a McGeady spin there. Eventually the ball luckily drops to Neymar after that guy rushed his clearance and Neymar pops it in to make it 2-0. After the half-time mark, it felt like a wildly different game. I went from dominating completely to playing against somebody who I just couldn't touch the ball from. You know, they started pressing hard. They started doing skill moves and overpowered techniques. He scored from the corner eventually. And then he scores this goal with Deulofeu. And it's very, very disheartening to concede that because Deulofeu is right-footed and terrible finisher. And he had an artist chem style and he was a sub. So he got no boost in his finishing, which means that left foot shot and then eventually a left foot volley from Deulofeu won this guy the game. Gutted that I've lost in the first round with the team that I've got, but such is FIFA and such is life. Let's get into the packs. So guys, my best draft, and what a terrible performance that was. I made the changes I was going to. I did that, and I did that pretty much straight from kickoff. And I brought Neymar in. I actually took a 2-0 lead and I was cruising and something just switched. And it was one of those moments where it felt like gameplay changed mid-game, you know, and I don't like using gameplay excuses, etc. For losses because there are always things you can do. But I went from playing free-flowing football, free-flowing FIFA, dominating the guy, to not being able to touch the ball, and to having, you know, lunge steps in and just got really unlucky through a lot of things. And then for the guy to score on Deulofeu's left foot, his weak foot, in like the 87th minute to equalise with the 67 or so finishing that he has was a bit of a kick in the teeth because it was straight at the goalkeeper and I feel like my goalkeeper probably should have done a bit better. For him to score the winner in the 115th or so minute with a Deulofeu left foot volley on his weak foot where he has about 68 volleys, that was really tough to stomach because I had missed a few absolute sitters with Hazard, a green timed finesse shot flinging wide of the post, Cristiano Ronaldo, a driven shot across goal, almost hitting the corner flag, and it was just one of those games where you just think, man, this is what frustrates people when the greatest players in the game like miss the simple chances, and then the poorer players score the difficult chances. It just gives that air of unjust. And I don't begrudge my opponent the win, because he played a decent game of FIFA, albeit, you know, he played well. He did a lot of good game mechanics, a lot of ball rolls and la croquetas. Like, he understood the game in that manner. I just didn't expect to concede goals to Deulofeu's left foot and then miss somewhat of sitters with Ronaldo's and Hazard's and stuff. However, in the name of this series and what this series is about, this mini-series, which is comparing and contrasting the reward structure and what you gain from 30 games of draft versus 30 games of FUT Champs, we now go from 7-2 in draft to 7-3, which, by the way, I'm just disgusted with. I hate the fact that I'm not getting to the final at the least with drafts, especially a draft like this. Like, the final should be the very least that I should get to with a draft like this. But 7-3 right now keeps us in that silver one set, and it's a weird one on losing the draft, because it actually benefits us in terms of the draft rewards, because although we paid 15,000, it only cost us one game, and we get a 15k pack back. So we got a free draft token as our reward. So there's no net loss or gain here, which is all right. And beautiful thing here is it's not going to cost me 15,000 coins for the next draft. Oh man, that's actually sick. We also get a Shadow Chem style. This is if this was Draft to Glory, well, this is technically still Draft to Glory because it's on that account. I love this. I've just made 5,000 coins from losing in round one. That is better than most times that you'll win the draft. So I'm not complaining about that at all, guys. So there you go. That is going to be the end of the video for today. Sorry that I couldn't go further in the draft. I really wanted to experience using that team a little bit more, at least to the semi-final or final. You know, it was a really nice team. I was looking forward to having a little bit of fun with it. So apologies to you guys that I was unable to get out of the first round. I need to do better. I need to be better. My draft strike rate in general is actually quite good. Not as great as I'd like it to be. We've got 30 wins from 68 entries. I would love to be at the at least one win in every 2 drafts mark. So I need to win, 5 or 6 drafts in a row. And we do go through phases where we win lots of drafts and then don't win for a while. And although I have won a couple of drafts outside of this series, it's been a few days, it's been a few episodes on this series since we last won. We didn't win in episode 1, we did win episode 2, then we haven't won 3 or 4, which is quite disappointing. But hopefully, the next episode will yield a better draft return. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.